the seat of consciousness you sit on. Heavenletter number 5574. February 28, 2016. When I view the world from the blessed seat of consciousness I sit on, sometimes I think the world functions, not so much on illusory time as much as it functions on excuses. You know what? Excuses are lame. Excuses are a dime a dozen. Excuses are no excuse at all. There does seem to be a kind of mutual consent, as if the sellers of excuses and the buyers of excuses wink at each other. A given reason is rarely a true excuse, yet my children parry excuses in order to get by in life. There is such an abundance of standby excuses that my children could make recordings of a few of the regularly used excuses and save themselves much time and energy. By and large, an excuse is an excuse is an excuse. It is a fill-in. Cotton stuffing. Probably you have heard all the excuses in the world. I didn't have time. I had to eat. The bus was late. I forgot. I got busy. I had to go shopping. I was too tired. I'm just too kind, and I can't say no. This is how I am. I can't help it. Are these familiar to you? My children tend to believe in their excuses as virtual reality when the truth is that excuses are weak fabrications that can become a way of life. The truth of a situation is more likely, there is something else I wanted to do. There is something else that is more important to me than what I promised you. I don't like to be depended on. I take on too much. I make promises I cannot keep. The truth is you make promises, and you break your promises, meaning to justify your innocence. The real story is covered up. The real story is that too many are glib at making excuses, and they are glib at not following through on what they say. The real story is that they put their convenience way ahead of their word. Those who make excuses dilly-dally. They want to be excused from responsibility. They don't want to face facts. They want to bide their time. They want credit just the same. I am not usually an advocate of what are called hard facts, yet, when it comes to a matter of excuses, I long for the nitty-gritty facts of the matter. Excuses are pretenders to the throne. They are hot air. Excuses are not stones that you step on to get across to the other side. They are not a foundation. They are slippery. The pretender grabs onto nothing and fakes getting across. He beats around the bush. He likes to believe in his excuses sincerely, which means he is saying he is powerless. Excuses are a way of getting away with something. Excuses postpone. The ones who make excuses desire to maintain illusion and pull the wool over their own eyes. Too often there is a partner to excuses. This is the one who buys the excuses or pretends to. When someone buys paste diamonds and accepts them as real, he is also a partner in illusion and plays a part in the deception. The repeated receivers of excuses may feel duty-bound to accept the illusion as well. Both the excuse giver and the acceptor of excuses put off their responsibility. What kind of a predicament is that? Rarely is an excuse excusable. The thing is, you don't want to make excuses at all. Of course, it can be truthful that you had a flat tire, that's why you are late. It can be truthful that you didn't have your wallet in your purse. It can be truthful that there was a fire. How often, however, an idle oft-used excuse is no good at all. Better to be responsible and true to your spoken intent. Live up to what you say, or don't say it. You also have a seat of consciousness you sit on. You want your seat of consciousness to be solid and not rickety. Honesty is a great favor to the relative world. Honesty is attainable, and honesty is such a relief. Of course, the main thing is to be honest with yourself. For what value is it for you to pander to yourself under a mere guise? For what value are empty words? Never mind the past now. Begin anew. You are deserving of giving and receiving the plain truth. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. Heavenletters.org